So we have gone through the pre-season going into our first season as AFC Wimbledon manager. We've made some transfers, all three are on loan. We have sold a player, so we've made a bit of money. But our wages probably could still use a little bit of work. But we'll go through all of that and play the first two games coming up next. So guys, welcome to another episode of AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory here on JNO FM, my new Football Manager YouTube channel. I have no idea what just dropped. And it is time to start our first competitive games in the league, hopefully on our road towards the championship. But before we get into that, we have some players to show you and some players that we've moved on. So as you can see, we have sold Andy Barcham to Chesterfield. Now, I actually quite like Andy Barcham in real life, but he is 29 years old. His wages were quite high at the time, and I thought, you know what? The formation we're using doesn't really use wingers, and that is where he is strongest. So we have sold him to Chesterfield for around 84k. These are numbers I'm really going to have to get used to because I'm not used to these small numbers. That allowed us to make a lot of moves for free transfer players and for a few loanees. The biggest one of them is probably Jake Hesketh, who most of you who play Football Manager will know of from Southampton. He's a youth prospect who could turn out to be really good if you train him up well. I think in League One he should have a lot of fun at the expense of some other teams. We've also loaned from Tottenham, Middlesbrough and Aston Villa. We've got Abdo coming in, who can play up front or just behind. We've got Byron Morris as well, who can play in that central midfield role. And we have Connor Ogilvie. I'm going to go with Connor Ogilvie. Probably saying that wrong, but we needed some cover at left back, so we brought him in on loan as well. But a lot of free transfers as well. Fraser Short and Gogic are both from the trial game that you get at the beginning of a season. Liam Coogan's, Josh Pasley, Jindrich Stanic and Anes Omarovic, and they are all players that could, with a bit of training and a bit of time, become first team players for AFC Wimbledon. Okay, so as you can see, we're playing a formation which is very similar to the formation I used in the West Ham World over on JNO United, and the West Ham World will be coming over to JNO FM, but we're going with a 4-3-3 narrow, but we have made changes to the formation to suit the team we have. We have made it so that we're playing a target man up front instead of a complete forward. We have a deep line forward on the left, although that will go back to false 9 when Polion is back from injury. We had a lot of injuries in pre-season. And we have changed some of the instructions, more direct passing instead of short passing. That is the main change, as well as playing it out of defence. I really don't want my defenders at this level to play it out of defence, or I think I might have a heart attack. Okay, so it's time to start the first game, and we are going with a lineup that includes 5 of our new signings. And we're starting with Shea in goal, with Pasley on the right back position, with Ogilvie on the left back position. Darius Charles and Chris Robertson keep their central defensive positions. Jack Hesketh and Jake Reeves are either side of Morris, and then we have Coogans and Taylor either side of Elliott up front. And we're playing what looks like a very strange 4-2-3-1, a very defensive 4-2-3-1 with a very withdrawn striker and a lot of players back. Hopefully we can break it down. We've done well in pre-season against teams we should beat and very badly against teams we shouldn't beat. So I have no idea how successful this is going to be. As I've said before, I'm not really a lower league manager. I don't really play that often with lower leagues in Football Manager, so I have no idea if this is going to go well or not. Okay, so we have kicked off and I've got all the settings I want, how I want them. I believe we've got the match engine running quick enough so we don't take all year between highlights. Against Walsall, I'm not sure if Walsall are meant to be a good team or not, so I don't know if we're meant to come out of this with a victory or not. Bit worried that so far it has seemed to be all Walsall, but we are away and we are fighting against relegation, so I shouldn't expect too much from this team too early. Thanks to the West Ham world, I've got used to losing on an FM save on YouTube, so hopefully I'll deal with it a bit better than I did initially with the West Ham world. Taylor now has it up front though, with Passley bringing it into Reeves. Reeves back to Passley, back to Reeves. Nice building play here. Hesketh has a shot which deflected and almost gets past Etheridge. We get first blood there with the first chance, and could we get a second one here with Coogan now on the ball? Looks for Reeves. Reeves over the top to Ogilvy. Ogilvy crosses it in. Taylor at the back post. Etheridge makes a save. Promising start. I don't want to get too excited because that is usually what I would do right now and then eat my words. So it's a good start. We are away. This is probably where we concede now. And what's a way to concede our first goal? What on earth are you doing, Chris Robertson? You're meant to be my best centre-back. It looks like he's kicked it into himself and then scored an own goal. What the actual F? That is ridiculous. Well, it's a shame I don't have a blooper reel because that would go straight in there. Alright, Hesketh seems to like his long shots. I may have to do something to stop him doing that. Alright, I'm holding out hope. We've still the one with 3 chances, 2 on target. It has been 2 long shots, which isn't ideal. We do have worked the ball into the box, but that doesn't always seem to work on Football Manager. It's a freak own goal, which is why we're losing, so let's keep the faith. I said let's keep the faith. Wow, Chris Robertson, you're going to be sent off, aren't you? This is a woeful display from... Oh, man. Oh, Chris, what have you done to me? Why are you trying to ruin my life? Well, this has gone... This is hell into a handbasket very quick. And I'm not even sure if that's a saying either. We seem to be playing well, but we are losing. We're getting chances, we're not scoring. We just hit the post there. But Chris Robertson may have just thrown the game away. Go on, Taylor. Was that a shot? Was that actually a shot by Lyle Taylor? Who I'm pretty sure in the last episode I said was one of our best players. And that's the kind of shot he's come out with. And this we need to stop. Match feed settings. You can take that off, mate. Just reminding me that we're not winning. So, not the perfect first half of football for AFC Wimbledon. But at least we're the ones that have scored. We haven't let the opposition score against us. We just gave them a goal. Alright, so I told them we're unlucky. Had a positive effect on them all. If you look at the stats, we've had more shots on target. We've had more shots from inside. So, all we need is the floodgates to open. For us, not for them. And something could come out of this game. Right now, though, it looks like we're 23rd in the league. Great start. Oh, 19th, you know. Things are looking up. We've gone up to 19th. Alright, Passley actually wins the ball there, but it's just gone straight back to him. They're overrunning us in midfield now, which is going to be the case when we've had to bring someone back to defend because Chris Robertson's a knob. Their formation has changed drastically now we've lost a man. And they are very quickly coming back into the game. Not much we can do about that considering what has happened. Good long ball there by Morris though. Finds Taylor into Elliott. Coogan just loses it. We need to make something happen on the counter. And we are not going to do it by losing the ball in stupid positions. And wow, they've just hit the crossbar. I mean, we'll stick with the tactic for a little bit because the signs were promising before Chris Robertson first decided to score an own goal and then he decided to get himself sent off. So basically everything was going great until Chris Robertson decided, you know what, that's not how this is going to go down. Okay, so Walsall are building another attack here, but Ogilvy wins the ball but makes a funny clearance there, which is letting them build up again. Now they've got someone free on the right. O'Shea with the save. It's not even O'Shea, it's Shea. James Shea. Don't say O'Shea like the Sunderland player, if he still plays for them, John O'Shea. Shea. I will get that at some point in this series. I will start just saying Shea. But I will apologise, I'll probably say O'Shea a hell of a lot. What power on that header. We're really going to beat their goalkeeper when you put power on the shot like that. Alright, Tom Elliott, you can come off. Do we take him off though? I'm not sure I want to risk. Alright, Coogan's can go in the middle. Whelpdale can go as the guy on the left. And we will change Ogilvy for Paul Robinson. And hopefully, just grab one. Just grab one goal and get a point for the first game. And we can build on that. I mean, strictly speaking, we can build on anything. We can build on 1-0. It's not the worst scoreline ever when you're away from home. Especially when Chris Robertson decides that he wants to match fix. That's what I think's happened. He's match fixed. He put some money on a cheeky Walsall win and he thought, you know what? You know how I can make sure this happens? First I'll score an own goal to make sure we're losing. Then I'll get myself sent off. And Chris Robertson, if you are watching this, I apologise. I don't like the FM version of you. The real version of you I'm quite fond of. Wow, they should have scored there. They really should have put that away. We're getting a lot of free kicks which we're blasting over the bar. Maybe I should have looked for a decent free kick taker. Or do they even exist in League One? Okay, so we have the ball and we've given it away very quickly. And even when we win it, we don't really win it, do we? They've got all the time in the world because we've only got 2 men in the midfield. And they don't need to chase a goal either. Here, hopefully we can counter though. Great ball over the top by Whipdale. Taylor takes a shot from a ridiculous angle. If you'd scored that, you'd have been a hero. But let's be realistic, Lyle. It's not really the type of shot you're going to regularly put away, is it? Okay, I think we're going to have to just scratch this one up for a defeat. I mean, to be fair, our defence has been quite valiant and stubborn. And has not given up. Despite the fact we're a man down. So I can take things away from this game because we haven't lost by a lot. The stars didn't align for us. And if Pasley gets sent off, then... wow. Where is the discipline? Are you shitting me? What on earth? What's the actual... You know what I have actually done though? I've missed 2 opportunities to use this. I buy these props and I hardly ever use them. And I've chucked it on the floor as well. Well, I've been trying to look on the positive side, but if we get this many sendings offs in the season, we are going to be in trouble. Coogan though, you kidding me? That has come out of nowhere. What a finish. And we could actually grab a point with 9 men. That is the never say die attitude, which I've not shown, but clearly my boys have. Coogan, what a strike, my son, on the half volley. We're actually drawing with 9 men on the pitch. And this is where you have that conundrum where do you change it to defensive and invite the pressure and concede, or do you keep it the way it is and then get countered and concede? And me being the type of person I am, I like to do nothing and concede than change something and concede, because then I don't feel like it's as much my fault. I know the logic behind that is a bit weak, But if I change it, I will blame myself. If I don't change it, I won't blame myself. I'll blame Chris Robertson and Josh Pasley. And then if we win and I haven't changed it, I'll take all the credit. Because I'll be like, I still went for the win. So yeah, I'm not going to change anything. It's a win-win for me. That's the way my brain works. And O'Shea. His name's not O'Shea. His name is Shea. James Shea. I think I called him... Ah, there we go. Should have changed it to defensive. We conceded with 30 seconds left. Damn it. What a kick in the nuts. In the gonads. Morris should have had it there. Just there, he should have hoofed it clear. And how Jackson has scored from that angle, I will never know. But just imagine we hadn't got 2 players sent off. We almost got a point with 9 men on the pitch. Yeah, unfortunate. Apart from those who got sent off, you both, Pasley and Robertson, don't like either of you. So our next game is against Millwall in the EFL Cup, who are top of the league at the moment. They obviously had a decent result in their last fixture. We now get to play them in the EFL Cup in our next match, so catch you for that one. Okay guys, so we are going into our second game of the episode against Millwall in the EFL Cup. We're away again, so no games yet at the Kingsmeadow Stadium, but we are starting with the same formation with Gogic in goal, Ogilvy and Barry Fuller as the wing backs, Darius Charles and Paul Robinson as the centre backs, Jack Hesketh, Dean Parrott and Jake Reeves as the central midfielders, with Tom Elliott leading the line with Polyon and Taylor either side. And I want to change Polyon to a false 9 now, because he can play that little role there. And hopefully we can pick our first win up of the episode. I mean, hopefully. Let's not put too much hopes on it, because Chris Robertson could still somehow ruin this for us. Okay, so we kick off and Millwall immediately build up on the right. Ogilvy, don't get a yellow card this early on. That would be nice of you. And we win it there. Elliott plays it out wide to Taylor. Taylor now has it, can pull it inside to Parrott, to Hesketh. An early goal here possibly. Hesketh to Parrott. Parrott to Polyon. Patient build up here. Not as direct as I'd really like. Taylor finds Fuller on the right. Crosses it in. Is that in? Oh, wow. That was as close to being in as possible. Where's the goal line technology? It looked like that literally sat on the line for a second before it got cleared away. Great start, but we had a great start last game. Right, we now have Reeves to Hesketh. Hesketh into Taylor. Taylor plays it back to Fuller, who plays it back to Taylor. Plays it to Parrott. Tried to find it inside to Elliott, but can't quite find it, and I can't quite talk. But Parrott now has the ball to Taylor again, to Hesketh. This is looking good. Out wide to Fuller. Inside. Back post to Polyon. Side netting. Started off so well. Funny fact, my wife, as you may know, is a West Ham fan. My wife's sister... Always. What I should do when I film Football Manager is I should just come up with fun facts and stories and guarantee you, as soon as I start talking about anything like that, my team will score. And I always complain about it, but I shouldn't. I should just come up with as many stories as possible and we would win the league. It would be that simple. Elliott gets the ball in the box there and manages to put it away. The keeper looks like he should have saved it. But as I was trying to say, and don't score again, or at least if you're going to score again, do it now. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Hesketh to Polyon. Now I'm commentating, he won't do it. Elliott out wide to Ogilvy. Ogilvy into Polyon to Elliott. It's blocked, goes to Parrott, Reeves, Hesketh. Ogilvy. Should I start a story? Will you score then? Taylor. Back to Fuller. Fuller to Reeves. Reeves to Taylor. Wow, this is going on for a while now. And it's a foul. Martin penalised. Give him a red. Come on, referee. Give him a red. Anyway, quickly. My wife is a West Ham fan, as a lot of you will know, and that is why I follow West Ham. But her younger sister supports Millwall. That makes sense, doesn't it? Supports Millwall because her last two partners have both supported Millwall. So yeah, I've got a West Ham fan in my family and a Millwall fan in my family. Then to top it off, her older sister supports Tottenham Hotspurs because her man supports Tottenham. So yeah, fun times in my family when they're playing each other. But fortunately Spurs don't really play Millwall in AFC very often. Not AFC, West Ham. Of course Spurs play West Ham. But West Ham and Millwall, that is the really big one. They don't play each other that often, which is good. And to be honest, I think my wife's more of a West Ham fan. See, you tell a story and goals are scored, then her sister is a Millwall fan. But ball over the top, our defence is just left stranded. Gregory has an easy finish, and it's 1-1 in the EFL Cup. 9 shots to 1. How do they score their first shot? I hate it when that happens. Elliot now to Polyon, to Elliot, to Taylor. Hits the post, Ogilvy picks up the rebound. It's 2-1. Instant reply. If you watch Spencer Owen, you can know that you can hashtag that. Elliot here to Taylor. Taylor hits the post, and Ogilvy, making up for last game, manages to get the rebound and tuck it away. I feel confident. I feel like we can beat Millwall and move on to the second round of the Cup. If we want a Cup run or not is another question, but we are definitely peppering their goal. I'd have liked more shots on target, but we don't exactly have Premier League standard strikers. Not that in West Ham world, my Premier League standard strikers actually get that many on target either. Taylor now has it, passes it to Parrott, to Elliot. Elliot looks at Polyon, back to Elliot, back to Polyon out wide. Can he get a cross in? Finds Elliot, 3-1. This is what life should be like. This is what I like. This is what makes me look good on YouTube. So keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Polyon there, coming back into the squad. He's been injured for like 5 or 6 weeks and missed most of the pre-season. But Polyon, like I said, with Taylor and the likes of Reeves and Robertson, probably some of our best players. Alright, we'll do what I always do. Warn them against complacency, but Elliot didn't like that, so we'll try and boost him up a bit. Nope, that's not helped at all, but never mind. We are 3-1 up, so hopefully Elliot gets over his confusion and can... he might be on for a hat-trick, in fact. Maybe I should just never play Chris Robertson and everything will be fine. Alright, Reeves has picked it up in the midfield. Ogilvy to Polyon. Polyon to Hesketh. Hesketh to Elliot. Back to Hesketh to Ogilvy. Finds Reeves to Hesketh to Parrott to Elliot. Quick pass in Taylor. Great save by Archer there. But that was a lovely move. That was better than League One standard, that move. Hesketh now has the ball on the edge of the box. Looks for... fails in that, but can't complain really. This performance has been real quality, and that free kick was almost real quality as well. If we can play like this all season, we have a chance at back-to-back promotions. If you didn't know, AFC Wimbledon got promoted last year. If you didn't know, you obviously haven't subscribed to my other channel, JNO United, where I did a vlog about going up, which saw me drunk at one point when we won the semi-finals, and also saw me shout very loudly, which you might have seen in the intro to the last episode, when we did go up. And Taylor is through here. Taylor, you should finish that. You should really finish that. I could have finished that. I don't see many one-on-ones scored in Football Manager this year. I don't know why. But that should have been a striker's bread and butter there, and somehow he has failed to put it away. Charles picked up the loose ball there, tries a direct ball up to Elliot, doesn't come off. They are now building an attack here. O'Brien is through. And Gogic makes the save. I don't want to concede now, boys, because 3-2 does not feel as comfortable. I know shots-wise we're dominating, possession-wise we're dominating, but one more goal and they're back in the game. Should I move the camera down a bit? I feel very... Oh, I've stopped recording. No. Wow. Sorry for that. Stop recording. That clap was just to sync up the audio again with the face cam, because I tried to move my camera like an idiot. And yeah, this session has gone very well, hasn't it? So far, I've had 2 players sent off in the first game, and while we've done well in the second game, I've had my story interrupted 2 or 3 times, and then I go to change the angle of my camera and stop the camera from recording. So yeah, come and subscribe to JNO FM. I know exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so Taylor now wins the ball. Parrott has it, plays it to Taylor, into Hesketh. Hesketh for Polyon, to Elliott, to Hesketh. Polyon has a shot, can't quite get it in the top far corner. I think it's time to make some substitutions. We might have some tired legs. Polyon should probably come off just to make sure he doesn't pick up an injury. And he wasn't playing that well compared to some of the guys anyway. And then we'll take off Lyle Taylor as well? Nah, we'll keep Lyle Taylor on. We'll take off Reeves. And we'll give Franco some game time. He has come back from an injury that he's had from the beginning of the game. So let's see if we can help him get back to match sharpness. But we will need to go into tactics and take him off the defensive midfield position, because I don't think I want Franco there. Elliott plays it to Taylor. It's just offside and he hits it wide anyway. Alright, so we will have Franco swap with Parrott. That will do. That'll do nicely. And let's see this game out. They've changed to a 4-2-2-2, I believe. Although that formation could have been that way the whole time. I didn't really look at their formation. Maybe I should have. And maybe I should press play, because that is how the game continues. Okay, Ferguson is on a mission. We have not stopped him, and Gregory was wide open. That is twice we've been hit on the counter. We have dominated this game, but twice they've just hit us and we could not stop them. Gregory and whoever else that was so wide open. Our defence was so out of position. Do not go to 3-all. Wow, almost 3-all. This was looking comfortable. It was looking very comfortable. But because we've not managed to score again, we could watch ourselves end up going to extra time or losing. Right, Taylor now has it as a shot. Archer with the save. 8 on target and we've only put away 2. This could be the story of our season. Could be we're just not clinical enough in front of goal. Taylor with a pretty poor cross. Archer will now look to hoof it up the field. Hopefully we win possession back. We do. Hesketh picks it up. Hesketh tries to drive it forward to Elliott, but doesn't quite find the ball. Ogilvy to Franco. Franco over the top to Obdo. Obdo should have shot. Should have had a crack, son. Ogilvy now to Hesketh, to Franco, to Elliott, to Taylor. Straight at the keeper. You had space to run into as well. Alright, so look at all these highlights. Yeah, it's 3-2. Ah, dearie me. Boys, get back. Well played, Fuller. Unlucky Fuller, please. Ferguson, behave. Did they just hit the post from there? Wow, this is a lot more nerve-wracking than I thought it'd be. A lot more nerve-wracking than I thought it would be when we went 3-1 up. I thought we were coasting. I really thought we were coasting. Win that header. Alright, there we go. We should pick up that ball there, that loose ball. Francombe can play it inside to Taylor. Taylor, back to Francombe. Just play with it sensibly. Don't do that. Although now we've got Elliott to Abdo. Abdo back to Parrott. Parrott to Francombe, to Elliott, to Francombe. Through to Taylor. Taylor, put something away. Put something away. Just one of these would have gone in and we'd be 4-2 up. And I'd feel comfortable still. Oh, you can feel the tension and the pressure. And Abdo through to Hesketh. Hesketh played it back to Abdo. Out wide, out to the left. Right, Francombe to Fuller, to Taylor. Into Abdo. Are you kidding me? How have we not scored another one? Parrott with the cross. I don't know how we haven't scored. I mean, the likelihood is we're going to win. And that is not a very clever thing to say when you play Football Manager. But really, Taylor should finish that. Of course he doesn't. They've only had 4 shots. They've scored 2 of them. The likelihood of them having a shot in 3-4 minutes is unlikely, considering how long it's taken them between shots up until now. So hopefully we will still be winning this game and winning our second game in the series. Okay, it's just a yellow card, that's fine. I was worried it was going to be a red card then. But Elliott now to Taylor. Taylor. Great ball to Abdo. And we score because of a deflection. I mean, I'm happy we scored. I'm happy we're now definitely going through. But of all the chances we have scored, the ball goes in the back of the net because of that deflection there. Really should have been so much more comfortable. Really, we shouldn't be letting them score twice out of 4 shots. But we are building something here, so no need to worry too much if we are winning. But 26 shots, 13 on target. 50% of my shots have been on target, but unfortunately those shots on target, not 50% of them went in. At the end of the day, we beat a team that were favourites over us though, so you'll get used to this. I whinge a lot because the team don't perform to my high standards, and we still win 4-2. Anyway guys, before we move on to the end of this episode, I feel like we should come back in on the... I want a home game to come back in on. So I'm thinking maybe the Chesterfield and Sheffield United game. We'll have 2 home games in Sky Bet League 1. And we'll catch you up on how we did in the second round of the EFL Cup. And our first game in the Checker Trade Trophy. Which is not easy to say quickly over and over again. If you've ever heard the song for the Checker Trade Company. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in, as always. Welcome to the channel if you're a new subscriber. We've got a bunch of new people here coming over from JNO United. Not that I've done loads of videos on this channel or anything. So welcome. If you are new here or come over from JNO United, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button as well. And we'll close out like we close out on JNO United. I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome. And remember, it's all about the game.